Hello there, this is Bibi Cameron and today we are going to explore super easy die cutting ideas using zero waste ornamental winter pattern die. The first thing I'm going to do is to grab different cardstock colors. So here I have Parrot, Pumpkin Pie, Lagoon and Volcano Lake. And I'm going to use one of the dies in the zero waste ornamental winter pattern to die cut that inlay shape in all of these panels here. And as you see there, I place it in the center but a little bit towards the bottom because later on I'm going to add something at the top. So I need to mind the space. So this part here is the most time consuming because this is a very intricate die and it will cut many little pieces. So we are going to need the help of a perfect picker like this one here or a die brush like this one here. Ideally, you will have a porous foam underneath the die, but I could not find mine, so I was using something else, but it wasn't that effective. And for those stubborn die cuts, I just tap the back of the die on my craft mat, and you will see them popping up or getting loose of the die. And I know this is not glamorous, but it's a way to get this done quickly. So that's still a very easy way to create texture backgrounds like these ones that you can use for your cards, and also many little die cuts in different colors. I want to do some paper piecing and I want to save cardstock, so I'm going to trim little pieces of red cardstock to cut only that little flower there. Now, using this circle die that is included in the set, we are going to die cut a window, and I'm not measuring anything, I'm just eyeballing the placement of the dies to die cut the paper. And it's going to be easy and quick to trim any excess of color cardstock that is showing in the front. So we want these two pieces to be the same size to avoid having any bulk behind the front of the card and to have a smooth finish. I also like to use this type of guillotines to trim the edges. It gives me a very sharp and precise cut. And I also wanted to show you that you can completely cut this texture to create ornaments or toppers. So those are three very easy ways to create backgrounds or a base to build up a scene or different compositions for papercraft projects. You can use these panels over a white card base, or you can start adding more color to this composition by using color cardstock at the background, and this immediately fill in with color those negative spaces. And you can stop there or you can do paper piecing. I went crazy with this die, and behind the scene I die cut a lot more pieces of cardstock in different colors, so I'm going to use them here. And you don't need to do this, you can create a monochromatic composition, use 2, 3, 4 colors of cardstock. The sky is the limit. For me, it's very important to show you different ideas or variations of an idea. And here you can see one panel with 3 different cardstock colors, still have the inlay die cuts. And the other panel has a more multi-tone look and feel. And I still have plenty of die cuts to use for other projects. Now let me show you the Elegant Bows 3D embossing folder. I made a previous video featuring this folder, the coordinating coloring stencils and the die. Today I'm just embossing gold mirror cardstock and I'm die cutting it with the die, as you see there. And from this we are going to get 9 bows that we can use in different projects, for example baskets. And especially for this type of project today, we are going to use this bow here to add an accent or to turn this into a bubble. Actually, we can also add twine or ribbon, but I think a die cut is a lot more elegant and it goes perfectly well with this composition. I also wanted to add a bold sentiment without overwhelming or covering the image, and I decided to add this gold heat embossed sentiment made using a Sleigh Right Greetings stamp and die set. For the other card, I stamped the sentiment using Altenew black Obsidian ink on white cardstock, and for sparkle, I added a sparkling gold Altenew stellar sequence in some of the little negative spaces of the die cut, and well, this was looking pretty neat, but I decided also to add this silver metallic thread. And to do that, I just cut a piece of thread, and I'm going to wrap this around the foam pad that is sticking the bow in place, and I'm going to use tape to secure this at the back. All we have to do to finish these cards is to adhere the panels onto the card bases, and this measures 4.25 inches by 5.5 inches, and we will get a super luxurious card front that is very sturdy. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel or visit the blog for more ideas and inspiration. Thank you very much for watching, and happy crafting. Bye!